Hey guys, Mist here again for another video today, and we are back with our Winnipeg Jets franchise mode. And in this one, we will be here to play the first round of the playoffs, where we have to go against an Edmonton Oilers squad who doesn't look to be the best as of their regular season record, but does not really have anything to do with how they will perform in the playoffs. Who knows? Because there's been inconsistency in the playoffs from us in past years. Who knows what could happen? So let's see. This is what our team is looking like. Cole Foster has honestly been something else for us. A low elite player that was undrafted, who we signed from free agency, who is now pretty decent. Like, we started him at a 76 overall at the start of this season, and he is now up to an 80 overall. So we'll see how he does in his rookie season, not only in the NHL, but in the playoffs as well. Defense, interesting, that's for sure. Goaltending, yeah, so we do not have Sven Gustafsson for Game 1. I'm not going to lie, I completely forgot about that. So we will have Tony Hentonen, who was the backup for us this season, as our starter. And in 20 games this season, he had 10 wins, 5 losses, 1 overtime loss, 2 shutouts with a .918 save percentage and a .220 GAA. He did have much worse stats earlier in the season, I believe, but he definitely picked those up. So we'll see how he does. We also had Franklin Walter, who played 1 game this season and actually didn't do too bad for what he is, being a 64 overall goaltender. So yeah, 76 overall, Tony Hentonen. Who knows how he will do? We'll have to wait and see. I did not mean to do that. Edit or get out of that real quick. Okay, let's see. So let's go and check out. Okay, sorry. Let's go and check out my tongue. I don't know what happened there. Let's go and check out this Edmonton Oilers squad. We will see how good this team is. Another thing I forgot to mention to you guys this year is our AHL team finally made the playoffs. So we'll see how they do. There's Isaac Leopold, arguably our best player. So looking at the Edmonton Oilers team, they have a 94 offense rating, a 93 defense rating, and a 90 goaltending rating. Very interesting. We have a 95 offensive rating, 96 defensive rating, and then a 76 goaltending rating. So that should be a very interesting story for this one, that's for sure. Now, I don't actually want to play the game. I do want to edit the line. Well, not edit the lines, but I do want to see what this Edmonton Oilers squad looks like in this season. We are 2024-2025, I believe, right? I believe so. So, yeah, we are 2024-2025. So immediately looking at this team, it has most definitely changed. So we have a first line of Hunter Shinkaruk, very interesting, drafted by Vancouver, another Western Conference Canadian team. Then was obviously in Calgary, now playing in Edmonton. So that's very interesting. But he's playing on that top line with Connor McDavid, who is a 96 overall, very interesting. Then Ryan Nugent-Hopkins playing the first line right wing, very interesting to see, that's for sure. On that second line, they have Brandon Saad with Leon Draisaitl and Vladislav Namestnikov. Now, honestly, when I was looking at this team, I did not see Brandon Saad, so that's honestly, arguably their second line is better than their first line. I mean, McDavid obviously makes up for what is on that first line, but still very interesting. Then on the third line, they have Frank Vetrano with Ryan Strome and Jimmy Hayes. Pretty interesting. Jimmy Hayes is now 35, a 75 overall, and is now listed as an other forward. Very interesting. On the fourth line, we have Tim Gettinger, Reed Duke, and Artem Anisimov. So interesting. Reed Duke didn't really get to as good as you would have hoped to see him grow, but he is 81 overall for the Edmonton Oilers. So checking out their defense, 91 overall Oscar Klefbom with 87 overall Adam Larsson. Obviously 2 really good defensemen there. Wait, did Klefbom have the most points this year? No. Yeah, but he did win the Norris a few seasons ago with 74 points, so hasn't had quite the season like that since, but he's still obviously a very good defenseman. Adam Larsson, not one to put up the most amount of points, but he can put up points. He has proven that in the past. So, interesting. Second pair, they have Nikita Zadorov, who's an 85. That's a pretty solid second pairing defenseman with Thomas Hickey. Pretty interesting. Then on the fourth line, we have William Legason, or Lagesson. I don't know. Is Legason? We're going to go with Legason since he's Swedish. So, William Legason. And then Eric Jelena. So interesting. Checking out the goaltending. I'm assuming they have Talbot. No, they have Eunice Korpisalo. Interesting. They have Eunice Korpisalo and Stuart Skinner. Skinner was actually drafted by Edmonton in this draft as well. As I have to sneeze, I can feel it coming on. Mute the mic, Ethan. No, right? We're good. Okay, we're good. It's gone away. Yeah, that felt really weird. Oh, I hate that so much. All right, so that is the Edmonton Oilers team that we will be heading up against in the first round of the playoffs. Let's go and get right into this. We have home ice advantage throughout this series. We will see how that goes for us. Isaac Leopold wins the first face-off of this series against Connor McDavid. All right, that's enough blabbering about. Let's go. First period of the series. How will it go? Interesting. No goals on either side, and I would say that's a win for us. 100%. We only had 5 shots on net, and Edmonton had 15. So the fact that we are leaving this game, or leaving that period tied when we are getting outshot by ×3 our shots, that is a good, well, that's not a good sign, but that is definitely a good thing for us, but it's not looking too good so far. Hopefully we will have a much better second period. Speaking of, let's go. Second period. All right, much better. Patrick Laine scores the first goal of the series, and Nikolai Ehlers scores to make it 2-0. A very good second half to the second period by the looks of it. Shots 27 of 14, though, for Edmonton. Tony Henton is locking it down. I was thinking we had Gustafsson in net for a minute. I'm not going to lie. I completely forgot that we had Henton in a net. But, yeah, Hentonen so far has a 27-save shutout. Wow, okay. Time for the third period, though, against a very good Edmonton team. I'm sure they can score. Maybe they're just starting off slow. They just passed their 30-shot mark. They have a power play as well around midway through the third. They could not score with that. We just surpassed 20 shots. We have a power play as well now. We couldn't do anything on our power play, so not looking too good for Edmonton. We have a 3-0 win in game number 1. Mitch Marner gets the empty netter with 2 seconds left in the game. The 3 stars, Tony Henton with a 38-save shutout. Who needs good goaltending when you have a 76 overall goaltender to do it for you? Mitch Marner with a goal and an assist, and Scheifele with 2 assists as well. So very interesting there. Captain stepping in, our second line center also doing good as well. So I believe we should get Sven Gustafsson back in time for this game, and we do. Now, obviously, Hentonen just having the game that he did have, I'm kind of tempted to roll with Hentonen, although maybe not. I mean, obviously, Sven Gustafsson is 100% the better goaltender on paper. Tony Hentonen could be the one for us to go with. 38 save shutout. You know what? We're going to roll with the hot hand. I know Gustafsson, it says Gustafsson is fully healed, but you know what? Why not just play it safe just so he doesn't get injured again? And I just simulated up to the next game. Shit, I did not mean to do that. Did we win or did we lose game 2? Wait, did it sim? Did it sim? Oh, no, we didn't. Okay, wait, did we sim? I'm so confused. Where are we right now? Did we sim game 2? We did not sim game 2. Okay, never mind. So, Hentonen should still be in net. And, yeah, I didn't mean to click on the calendar again. My bad, guys. Alright, let's go. Let's get this second game going now, because, oh my, okay, I thought I clicked the calendar. I did. Whatever, we're just doing it from here. Whatever, I don't even care. Simulate the game, let's go. Come on. Oh, I should keep an eye on the Manitoba game as well. So let's go. First period of game number 2. Not looking too good. Sven Gustafsson is in net as well. Hunter Shinkarik scored the first goal of game 2 to make it 1-0, and Jack Roslovic scored very late in the first period to tie the game again. Again, another, honestly, I'd say that's another win for us for the fact that we had 3 shots and we scored on one of them. We're leaving this period tied, and Edmonton had 13 shots. We are just not playing good at all in the first period. We need to get more shots on net. That's our problem. Second period, hopefully that will happen. We definitely did get more shots on net that period. We definitely had a better period than Edmonton did in general by the looks of it, but Oscar Klefbom did score a goal from, I'd say, about far ringette line, I guess. If you guys know where the ringette line is, maybe not. Oscar Klefbom scores on Sven Gustafsson. I did want to have Hentonen in net, and I'm positive I switched them around, so Hentonen was going to play, but apparently not. Now time for the third period. We are trailing by 1, but there's still plenty of time remaining. And who knows, we could most definitely come back in this game. We have quite the team. Like I said, anything can happen. Who knows? Although there are only 5 minutes left of game number 2, and it's not looking too good for Winnipeg. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins scores to get the empty netter in this game, and a 3-1 victory for the Edmonton Oilers. Klefbom, the first star of the game. Korpisalo had a .960 save percentage, though. And that's what I mean. Hunter Shinkarik, even though being only an 81, I believe it was, 81 overall, he still did good. He had a 2-point night there against us, unfortunately. Now, I am going to roll with Hentonen again, because clearly Hentonen is doing better so far in the playoffs. I wanted to have Hentonen in for the last game, but unfortunately I could not. So we're going to try it again. Hentonen, obviously 30... What? He saved 1 shot and then got switched out, and Gustafsson went in, and Gustafsson did not play too great. Okay, so yeah, interesting. It's very confusing to me because Gustafsson did not have a good start to the season. He started doing pretty poorly at the start. Then around the trade deadline, he really turned it on and finally remembered how to save a puck. Now, hopefully, when we do have to roll back to him in this playoffs, because I'm sure that will happen, hopefully he will be ready to play, but who knows. So now we are playing at Edmonton, which is definitely scary. Who knows what could happen here since we are playing on their turf. Let's go. First period of game number 3. Good start. Patrick Laine scores to give us the lead, make it 1-0 for us in game 3. And again, Hentonen has still yet to let up a goal. I don't know what it is. Hentonen is just playing really good. I honestly, I couldn't tell you what it is. Shots 13-9. There we go, boys. Finally, we outshot them in the first period, and look what happens when we actually play good in the first. We leave the first with a lead. Very good. Second period now. Okay, Brandon Saad scored, and Tony Hentonen lets in his first goal of the playoffs, but that is fine. He's still playing. Insane. I don't know what it is. He's just been playing good. But tied 1-1 heading into the third. We have the shot lead as well, 25-17. I don't know. We'll have to see. Power play early. We couldn't do anything with it. And unfortunately, we still have a tied game during the third period. Edmonton just surpassed 20 shots. And on the power play, Thomas Hickey scores to make it 2-1. And now there's only 3 minutes left, and it's not looking good for Winnipeg. And we lose. Game number 3, now down 2-1 in the series after winning game 1. Wow, okay. This kind of sucks, I'm not going to lie. Tony Hentonen, though, still been playing decent, and we'll hopefully have a better game number 4 then, because not looking too good so far. Let's see. What can I do? I don't think I'm going to make any line changes because, like I said, I think we just need to see some more offense, I guess, from the team, because clearly that game wasn't the most offensive game on either side of the spectrum. That's for sure. Let's simulate up to the next game, and let's get Hentonen back in net as well. We'll see how he does for this team again. We're gonna have him in net. What are his stats like right now? Still at 968 save percentage, a .97 GAA, 1 shutout. Basically has played 2 games and is 1-1. So we'll see how he does. We're gonna stick with him, and if he loses this game, well, if he has a bad game this game and loses the game, I think we will roll back to Gustafsson. So we'll have to wait and see. Let's go into the calendar to simulate this one, because why not? I don't know. Okay, that was a yawn. I am sorry about that. My bad. All right, let's go. First period for game number 4, again playing in Edmonton. Let's see, not 1-0. I was looking at the shots and I saw the 1-0 for Edmonton, but tied 0-0 still. No goals allowed in the first 20 minutes of play. Shots 10-9 for Edmonton. A pretty even game so far, that's for sure. Let's go though. Second period, again, no goals allowed. Shots still pretty close, 19-17 for Edmonton, and no goals have been scored in 40 minutes of play. We will slow sim the third, a power play early in the period for Edmonton. They couldn't score on the power play though. We now have a power play. We can't score on it either. Again, the game has been even. There's been power plays upon both sides. The shots are still really even, and there still has yet to be a goal, and there will only be 1 goal in this game. So shots 30-30. Tied heading into overtime, 0-0 tied in the shot category. Who will be the hero in this overtime period? Will we go down 3-1 in the series? We have a power play, or will we tie the series to make it an even best of 3? We will tie the series, and Cale Makar, who else would it be than our scoring defenseman in Cale Makar? Tony Hentonen has another great game, although Korpisalo had a wonderful game as well. Hentonen with a 32 save shutout. Awesome. I don't know what it is about Hentonen, man, but he has just been playing out of his freaking mind so far in the playoffs. Like, yes, I could roll back with Gustafsson, but I'm going to stick with the hot hand, like I said, and we're going to keep Hentonen in net since he has been playing so good. Why not? Really, we'll give him the shot. He is still a pretty young goaltender. Why not give him that shot? He has a 979 save percentage, a .63 GAA. Oh my god. I think that might actually be the best stats I've ever seen in the playoffs. Actually, that's not true. Sven Gustafsson, I believe it was Sven Gustafsson, last year in the playoffs, or maybe 2 years ago, in the first 3 games of a series, he did not let in a goal. So Gustafsson was playing out of his mind last year, a few years ago. Hentonen is now playing out of his mind. I don't know why, but he is just unreal for us for some freaking reason. Let's go back to the calendar, and we will sim game number 5. It is now a best-of-3 series since we were able to even the series up at 2. Let's go. Time to sim the game. Goals, yep, there we go. Let's go. First period back in Winnipeg, and Brandon Saad seems to be the only person to be scoring on that Edmonton team, basically. Shots 12-10 for us, and we leave the first period down on the scoreboard. Let's go. Let's have a better second period. Let's get a goal or 2, and do not surrender any goals. Come on, Hentonen. Continue to play like you did in the last game. All right, let's go. Second period. I'm slow simming it. I didn't mean to. Okay, Tim, was it Tim Gettinger? I don't remember if it was Tim or not. We're going with Gettinger. Scores on Hentonen to make it 2-0. We are outshooting them still by quite a decent amount, but Korpisalo is playing on his head. This is exactly how Korpisalo would play in the New Jersey series, and this is not a fun time, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, this is genuine flashbacks to the series, or to our New Jersey series, where we had our star goaltender in Joonas Korpisalo. He was unreal for us. It was quite something, I'm not gonna lie. And now down to 7 minutes of play in this period. Edmonton had a power play. Okay. Connor Brown makes it a 1-goal game, and there's still a few minutes left. Can we tie the game? 25 seconds left. We do not tie the game, and we will lose game number 5, and it is now a... Okay, this is not good. It is now a very bad situation for us that we are heading into. We are now down 3-2 in the series. Literally can be eliminated at any point now in this first round, which is not good. Hentonen had another good game, I'm not going to lie, but Korpisalo was better, and our offense just was not capable to score on Joonas Korpisalo. Korpisalo did play really good, and it also doesn't help to see that Marner has been the leading point scorer, or the point getter, I don't know. He's the leading point man on the team for the past 3 games. So you know what? I think we've given Hentonen a fair play. You know, I can't. I don't know. I kind of want to roll with Hentonen again, but what if we lose with Hentonen in net? People will get mad at me for not using Gustafsson. You know what? We're going to head back to Gustafsson. Even though the stats for Hentonen are unreal, we're going to try Gustafsson again. He didn't have a great game 2. I believe it was game 2 where he was forced to get put in, but we're going to try him out once again. We will see if he can do any better this time out. Time for game number 6 in Edmonton. It is not looking good for your Winnipeg Jets as of right now. First period, let's see how everything goes. Come on. Okay, that is better. Patrick Laine scored on Stuart Skinner. Uh-oh, that could be very interesting. I wonder what happened to Korpisalo. Skinner maybe getting his first ice time in the playoffs, or in the NHL playoffs at least. Shots 11-10 for us, tied 1 apiece heading into the second period. Come on, second period. All right, Isaac Leopold scores on Stuart Skinner to make it 2-1 for your Winnipeg Jets. Shots 22-19 for us. Time for the third period, and there is a chance that we can even up the series and force a Game 7 here. I mean, who knows? Anything could happen. A 5-on-3 power play for the Oilers. Ryan Strome scored on the 5-on-3, but they couldn't score on the 5-on-4 that they still had. Tied at 2 apiece now. Patrick Laine gets his second of the game. Okay, Mitch Marner with the empty netter. Nice. What a crazy third period that one was. We had a 5-on-3 penalty kill to kill. Ryan Strome scored on that 5-on-3. Then they still had the 5-on-4 to go with. They couldn't score to give them the lead. Patrick Laine then scores with under 3.5 minutes left on the backup for Edmonton to give us for his second goal of the game and to give us the lead. Mitch Marner with the empty netter as well. Laine, 2 goals. Gustafsson, nice. That was a good performance from him, and Marner with 2 points in that game as well. Very, very good. And it is now time to get ready for game number 7. Okay, very interesting. Marner, the most points on the team still. I'm sure someone is tied there with him. Maybe Leopold, I'm not sure. Maybe Laine too. So it's funny. In the Western Conference, we have 2 sweeps, and then we have 2 Game 7s. Very interesting. Vegas and Anaheim will be facing each other in the next round, and who knows who will be facing each other in the next round for the Western Conference. In the Eastern Conference, we have 3 Game 7s and 1 sweep. Interesting as well. Time now, I guess it's really just time to get this going. Let's see, time for game number 7. Gustafsson in net. We will also see, I completely forgot about it, but we will also see if we do score who was in net. Is Korpisalo in net? Was it just a was it just a 1-game injury, or was it a multiple day injury? We will see how this goes. Come on, let's go. First period in Winnipeg. Korpisalo is back in net as well. Ryan Strome and Vladislav Namestnikov scored 1 minute and 10 seconds apart from each other. Not looking too good. Connor Brown, though, scored with about 3 minutes left to give us to make it a 1-goal game, I should say. Shots 9-8 for Edmonton. Not looking too great for your Winnipeg Jets so far. Time for the second period, though. Hopefully we will have more goals than they do in this second. We do. Michael Spacek, our third and fourth line. What the hell? Third line scores in the first period, and our fourth line scores in the second period. Very good. We now have a tie game heading into the third period. Tied at 2 apiece. Shots 21-17 for Edmonton, and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins has just been a Jets killer for us, but Laine has been an Oilers killer. Oh my god, Laine. Oh, and Kyle Connor scores to make it 4-3. We have a power play. Come on, make it 5-4. This has been an explosive third period. Shots pretty even. Reed Duke ties the game with a little bit over 4 minutes left. No, why, oh why? Ryan Nugent-Hopkins has been an absolute murderer to us this series. He has been scoring, and so has Ryan Strome. Those two have been absolute killers for us, or against us in this round, and then Laine has been unreal for scoring goals against Edmonton, but I can't even say it's not looking too good for us. This is not good. We had a 4-3 lead with a few minutes left to go, but Reed Duke tied the game. This just sucks. Time for overtime, though. Shots 31-30. One more shot in this series, and it will decide the series. All it takes is one shot, and it will be no freaking way. Cole Foster. I said it at the start of the episode. Our prize rookie, Cole Foster, buddy. Oh my god, Cole Foster just scored the biggest goal he will ever score in his entire life. His first goal of his playoff career is scored in Game 7 of overtime to get us into the second round of the playoffs. Holy shit. Cole Foster, what a freaking beast, man. I need to check out the stats. Oh my god, Cole Foster came up clutch there. Holy frig. Cole Foster, 1 goal, 1 assist. I think those both might have come in that game. The undrafted prospect we signed, I don't know how many years ago, finally looking like he has panned out. 80 for all he scores, the biggest goal of his career. That is unreal. Oh my god, I can't. That is honestly crazy. That is freaking ridiculous. Now, we're moving on to the second round, boys. I don't know what to say, but yeah, I'm going to have to address something about the points in the next round because it was not looking too good. But let's go and find out our round 2 opponent. Will it be Chicago? Will it be St. Louis? It will be Chicago. And that will be for the next episode. So stay tuned. Obviously, guys, I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, you all did enjoy that crazy ending to the episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.